this combination made a huge amount of sense on every level. We're two companies, two businesses that have a shared philosophy of accretive growth, not just growth for the sake of it. We have a shareholder base that has more crossover than any other royalty company. We actually have management board team that have more crossover than any other royalty company. And we've worked together in the past successfully, including the Caserones royalty, and also other transactions we've looked at and not progressed. So I think the teams together, really good fit, really complementary skill set. The shareholders are very supportive on both sides, and the portfolio combined takes us to a whole new level versus the rest of the junior royalty space.
So with respect to Caserones, this is one of the key royalties that both companies own. We actually syndicated the purchase of that royalty historically. It's been a great asset for both of us. We will now have over a 1.3% NSR, and Lundin Mining Corporation, who've taken over operatorship of that asset, are doing a fabulous job. Of course, you know that I love discovery optionality. They're doing in-pit drilling, finding high-grade breccias. No better place to find more ore than inside the pit. We're really excited about that. They have another prospect called Angelica, immediately adjacent to Caserones. It looks like a new porphyry discovery as well. We're really excited. The combined revenues at our new 1.3% rate are substantial, plus 15 million a year. I wouldn't be surprised if that ratchets upwards in years coming. And it's just one of the examples of what Fred was talking about how bringing these two portfolios together makes a lot of sense.
Oh, look, we've got a really exciting 2 months ahead of us in terms of the outlook going forwards. So we're looking for a US listing, targeting that in October, and with this combination closing in November. So I think the rest of this year is going to be incredibly busy, but in a great way. And one of the things I've enjoyed the most being at the conference here, and we're, I think, a week in from an announcement of this deal, even less. But one of the things I've enjoyed was actually having a team around the table. And I think we were doing 5 things at once. We were looking at new deals. We were doing the US listing. We're working on the closing of this combination. We've got a financing coming alongside. Most people didn't even notice, but we actually announced 2 transactions at the beginning of last week, 2 days before the merger, one of which was the largest single acquisition we've ever made. So the ability of the combined companies to cover 3 times as much ground, I think that's one of the most exciting things. And so right now, very much focused on the next couple of weeks, month or 2 ahead, which is, I think, full chock-a-block of catalysts already, but starting to look beyond that in terms of how we can continue to grow the portfolio in a really smart, clever way.
I'm just delighted to see the immense amount of money coming from our counterparties going into new mine development expenditures, as well as exploration across the portfolio. And the news that we're creating through this merger and the positive market reaction has resulted already in more folks bringing us opportunities to look at with respect to royalty purchase, as well as coming to us looking to buy projects from us on the royalty generation side.